Hello and welcome to my video. I'm looking at Heroes of Might and Magic, or Might and Magic, depending on what they go with now. Duel of the Champions, or something similar to that name. It's an online card game, and I don't think it's a tradable card game. I've only just started. Yeah, well, you basically play games with Heroes of Might and Magic themed decks. You get to choose factions. Let's go into the deck maker. Right. Each deck requires one hero. And let's zoom in. That's as far as I can zoom in. And basically, this little indicator down here, the 20, is your maximum life. So much like Scrolls or Magic the Gathering, like once that goes down to 0 you lose the game. And of course your hero has special effects and abilities, like these three symbols here: Might, Magic and Fortune, I think. Might is a resource that allows you to put more powerful units on the field. Magic is so you can play more powerful spells, and Fortune is for special effects that can buff your resource usage or other things. I haven't really explored this one so much. Over here is the faction. I think that is Sanctuary. This is like the new deck that's just been released. They have a lot of card removal, I believe, like discarding cards from your deck and such. Well, and lots of card draw. And these here are the schools of magic: light and I believe that is wind. So if you pick this as your hero, those are the only two schools that you can use for spells and fortunes. Well, let's go back. So there's an array of heroes. This is just a fraction of what you can get. Events. You are recommended to have 8 of these to go with your deck, and basically either you or your opponent can activate these. Basically you'll have 8, your opponent will have 8, and it gets mixed up, and 2 will be on display per turn. And basically your opponent can use this. Of course it does have drawbacks when you use these event cards, as they tend to have high resource cost. There's a really good turn 1 event, this one. If you can't play anything on the first turn, then this is the perfect card to start off with for an event, so it gives you card advantage. Though bear in mind, when 2 events are on the field, they'll be placed side by side, and the left one will be the one that's next to be discarded. Basically it's sort of like scrolls along them, scrolls them to the left, so a new one will appear on the right, and the one that was on the right will go left and then get discarded next turn. So if it was on the right and you use this, your opponent could still use it the next turn. So these don't get discarded until like the second turn that they've been on the field. Creatures, Pakistan stuff. These will be used to attack your opponent and reduce their life. They'll have attack, retaliation. Retaliation's a little cool feature. Basically, if an opponent creature attacks this, it will retaliate and deal 1 point of damage to the creature that's just attacked it. But if this dies in the attack, then it won't retaliate. And basically that's the resource cost. Faction, Necropolis, and that's how much might you need to play it. attack, retaliation, health, and that's how many cards of this type I've got so far. And of course you can have ones with effect. Shooters, right. This is melee, and this is shooter. There are 2 rows. In fact, I'll save it for when we're in game. So they'll have different effects and such. You are not, to my knowledge, limited to the faction. It's only the spells that you're limited to. So say if I'm a necromancer, I can still use this card of any other faction. Let's go to spells. Now this is where limits are shown. Basically, oh, that's wind. Basically, your hero will need that school of magic in order to use that card. If they don't have that school of magic, they can't play it. Resource cost and amount of magic that you need before you can play it. Your magic level is not consumed. It's only the resources that get consumed. So you just need to get your might and magic and fortune up to the required amount for your deck. Say like you have a 7 might creature, that's your highest creature. Just get your might 7 and then you don't need to worry about getting your might up any higher. It's just the resources that you have to worry about. Resources work on a turn by turn basis. You start off with 1 resource, then on your opponent's turn they will get 2 resources, and then it just goes 2, 3, 4, 5 and keep them going up. And from what I've seen, there is no cap unless it's 20. Haven't gone up to 20 yet. Anyway, lots of spells, like they could have loads of different effects. Necromancy have some pretty interesting ones, like enchant creature, permanent. Next time combat damage is dealt, enchanted creature is destroyed. Well, you destroy it. And that is the Night School, I believe. I'm not 100% familiar with how it's done. Fortunes. Basically, these are like, I guess, buffs. They buff you. And they have special, helpful, game-changing effects, I guess. Like Mass Grave. You just need 1 fortune resource. I think it's fortune. I might be wrong. Take a card from your hand, put it face down on top of your library. So it does have a drawback. Destroy target creature with a cost of 2 resource or less. So it's a good early removal. So if you have that in your hand turn 1, it's really good for taking out something quickly, so it doesn't attack you next turn. And then we get like gold pile. If you play Magic the Gathering, no, not Magic the Gathering, Heroes of Might and Magic, you like get gold pile for resources, and basically it gives you 2 resources. So it'll cost 1, but you basically gain an extra 1 on top. So it adds your resources up by 1 for just that turn. There's also a gold mine which increases resource production by 1, which is really good for getting ahead of your enemy. So if your enemy's second, then you can get ahead of him on resources because he will be ahead of you in resources, though you'll have the initiative. Right, I have a Necro deck. Let's go play. We will duel. Okay, this game also has mulligan. You know what? Let's go with it. He's going first. Right, so our hero cards are displayed on either side. I have a special effect where I can poison people, which is neat. He gets the access to night and water schools of magic, while I have no idea what that symbol is, and I guess forest growth. Okay, I don't need to use that yet. Right, I need to increase my might. Or do I? Nope, excuse me. Yeah, I will increase my might. And I will throw this girl here. Right. There are different types of creatures. I'll then turn. Flyer. Magic flyer. Basically, you can place it anywhere on the 2 rows. These 2 rows, front row is for melee and back row is for ranged and shooters and magic casters. And flyers can go into any of these rows. As you can see, he's got spearmen and some ghouls, which are melee. Right. I can't cast that yet. I need 3 magic, but should I go into? You know what? I'll increase magic by 1, and I will get you to attack first. I will put you in the back line, and I will throw you out to block him from directly attacking me. Anything else that I can do? No, so I'll end my turn. Right. So might, magic, and fortune. I'm just going to call it fortune. Not 100% sure what it is. He's currently got 4, but only 1 magic. Oh! She's really good. Incorporeal. Damage dealt to this creature by non-magic sources is halved, rounded down. So 1 will never damage you, which is pretty cool. Though I can't attack that. Phased. What is phased? I need to look up on some of this because it doesn't really clarify what things do. Like phased. I'm guessing you just can't attack it. Right. I will increase my might and I will I'll attack him, move across 1 and throw him down. Okay, end turn. Here's the 2 events cards, so like one on the right just appeared, and next turn that will move over there and then get discarded. And basically it just cycles, so there should be 16 events in total. Oh dear. Infect basically deals 2 poison damage after hitting, which is not very nice. Ooh, I do want him out. No, I'll do that. Seems like a good idea. Probably not a good idea in the end. I'll throw you down there. Let's poison you. Wait. Oh, I need to deal damage. Right, in fact, you have to deal damage in order to get the poison effect off, which will damage them 1 per turn at the start of their turn. Should I attack? Infect 2 though. If I attack, I'm gonna die next. I'm gonna die next turn anyway. Okay, let's go. Of course, this is basic, like hero, so he does not have an additional effect. I sort of cheated and bought some packs, so I got this dude. In fact, there's a really interesting feature which I'll show after this game. Oh, she died. Oh, Retaliate 2, that's pretty awesome. Did not notice. Right. She should survive one more turn. Of course! Only take 1 damage. Brilliant. Get Skelly Archer down here. Right, I'll attack that. You got nothing. Should I attack? Is it worth it? Yeah, might as well. Can't do damage back. Let's do that. And I will poison that guy. So he will slowly die a horrible death with poison on him. Ooh! Oh, victory? Okay. I guess I won. Also, here's the gold totals. Overwhelming forces, so you get plenty of gold. Though, of course, it's only a fraction compared to how much the packs cost. I'll jump into the store right now. Right. There's the store. In fact, 1 second. Let's go into play for 1 quick second. Oh dear, I might have crashed it. Give it a minute. Oh dear. Okay, be right back. Okay, and I'm back. Don't know what happened there. Let's go back into play. Right. So we have duels, tournaments. Have not explored tournaments just yet. Practice and campaign. Campaign is a really good source for income. Training will end up giving you enough for almost an advanced pack, a premium pack, which I'll go into later, and then the ones give you quite a bit, and as you level up you gain seals, which is like money bought, technically money bought currencies, but you can earn them through leveling, and gold, quite a lot of gold. Let's go into the store, the shop. Let's hope it doesn't crash. Please don't crash. It's crashed. Oh dear. Okay, oh, no. Here we go. Right, ignore featured. Let's go into packs. Oh boy, it's really not liking being frapped, I guess. Oh dear, give it a minute. So gold seals. Seals will allow you to buy these big boxes. So you've got these big boxes which give you 120 odd cards. And premium packs which won't let... Do I right click? No. Oh dear. The store's a bit broken right now. So I'm guessing this is the new deck that's come out. So it's only... Oh, there we go. Right, just back off. Basically, because these are new, they're only being sold for seals, and I'm guessing it'll only be that way until the next lot get released. Okay, thank you. Right. Basically, you get a bunch of randoms in these. Something like 8 commons and 4 other which range from uncommon to rares or legendaries. And these ones give you premium cards, which are all nice and shiny and have really kick-ass effects. And these guarantee wild cards, I think 2 wild cards. I'll go into that in a little bit. The boxes, they give you a lot of wild cards per pack and a bonus amount of wild cards for buying the box. And if we go down, these are all the box sets, blah blah blah. You have the small pack, which give you 2 cards, and this one which gives you 12, but I don't think it goes into any of the new stuff, and you don't get premium. And then like a massive box for loads of stuff. You can also buy decks. Give it a minute. The shop was working fine earlier. Oh, you want to show me that again? Huh. I'm guessing it doesn't like full screen. Now that's pretty nice in the background. Nice sparkly effects. Oh, come on, hurry up. And then I'll show you the card exchange, where you exchange wild cards for basically any card that you want for a cost of how many wild cards you have. So like the really powerful ones are something like 21 wild cards that you need to exchange, and then the basic ones are something like 2 or 3, and the average to good ranges from like 4 to 8 wild cards. That's how I got my hero. Right, I don't think it wants to work. Let's go into wild cards. So here we go. So he's apparently good. That's why he costs something like 21. And you can basically get any scroll that you want. Ooh, a dragon. Ghost dragon. I have 11 wild cards, I might get that. Life drain, immune to retaliation, in couple. You'd be stupid not to get that. That's a really good late game card. So basically you drag it down, make offering, I've got 11 wild cards, and buy. And there we go, I've got a Ghost Dragon. And it's just brought me back up. They need to fix that. It's really annoying moving all the way back up to the top. Right, where was that Ghost Dragon? Well, yeah. What's that? Ghost Dragon, there you are. And I'll buy another one, because I like Ghost Dragons. They seem pretty strong. Okay. And that's about it. There's an Infernal Pit. I'm guessing that's like the next expansion or something. So that should be fun. And of course there's a massive scroll pool, where most of them are locked for some reason. Why is it locked? I'm guessing it's for the Infernal Pit expansion. That's a lot of cards locked. Ew. There you go, not locked anymore. Then for the Dancing Flames. Okay. I may make some more videos on this game, so watch out for it on my channel. See ya.